I went from 148.8 pounds in April to 170.8 pounds in October. And I did all of this by only going to the gym once. It was because I was on rotations, I was driving around, going to different places, so I couldn't have a single gym to go to. And it gets hard to commit to one gym when you're on the move, on the go. So I decided to work out at home. On top of this, being a hard gainer and having South Asian genes, genetically I'm pretty predisposed to being lean and super skinny. So I took this challenge and I really wanted to gain muscle, and I'm still going, but I'm gonna share with you guys how I made this progress and how you can as well. First off, you gotta see what workouts you can do. I was gonna be in a house, apartment, whatever, so I needed to work out in my home. And I had Bowflex dumbbells that range from 5 pounds to 52.5 pounds. They were adjustable ones, a set of them, and I used that and decided that's gonna be all I use and see how much muscle I can gain with that. And I knew you can do a variety of different workouts with dumbbells, but I was kind of like lost on how you can work out your back. I always thought you had to do like pull-ups, use the machines or whatever. But I found this great website. It's called Muscle and Strength. It's pretty popular, but they had a 5-day dumbbell only workout. And I opened it up and I saw like so many splits. First day being chest, second day being legs, third day being back, fourth day legs again, fifth day kind of upper body all over. So it was a great little split for me and it really motivated me. I was like, okay, I got my dumbbells, that's all I need and that's all I gotta do. And each day has like 6 or 7 exercises with about 4-ish sets per exercise. So it was a pretty, good routine. It took about 35-40 minutes to complete the whole thing. And at first I followed exactly how it was given and I saw tremendous results. It was because I stayed on a good routine and stayed strict with it, even on the days I was busy. And a couple months into this, my pants started getting tighter, my shirts got tighter, and a lot of my clothes weren't fitting me. So I went and got new clothes, but then I started plateauing around the 160s. I was like not really gaining any more weight, wasn't gaining any more size, but I was like, I don't want to finish my journey here yet. So that's when I met Caleb. I'll link his interview up above, but this man really put into perspective what it takes to actually gain muscle. He told me that you don't have to work for like 2 hours straight or a really long time. All you have to do is push yourself, even if it's for a limited amount of time. And by push yourself, he meant push yourself to your max almost every single set. So I took his advice, and the next day after talking to him, I started doing it. I cut down the sets from like 4 or 5 sets to 3 sets per exercise, and I was doing way heavier weights, like 45-pound plus for almost every exercise. And I was really pushing myself for every little exercise. And boom, I saw tremendous results again. This time it was even more than the time before. It was sort of magical, honestly. And the clothes that I bought 2 months prior, because the old ones even before that wouldn't fit, well, those new ones don't fit anymore either. And so I was kind of annoyed. This isn't something I've heard of, and I wanted to let you guys know, if you're trying to gain weight and trying to gain muscle, your clothes aren't gonna fit you. I know it's a no-brainer, but like, I really didn't think of this and I wasn't prepared for this. So I still am struggling with having enough clothes that fit me because a lot of them are way too tight. But anyways, all these gains just didn't come from lifting. You have to eat the right amount of food as well. And they say 80% of your fitness gains, whether you're trying to lose weight or gain weight, comes from food. So I made some changes to my food and eating habits, which would help me eat enough calories to gain the muscle while at the same time being time efficient, so I could go to my work, go on rotations, and deal with all the school stuff while making these videos as well. FYI, I had no slacks throughout this whole journey because I find snacks like, it's inconvenient for me to think of what snack to eat, when to eat it, blah, blah, blah. I'd rather have 3 big meals, and each of my meals were almost 1,000 calories each. So that's how I got my calories in. Huge meals, 3 times a day, no snacks. That's what I did. So in the mornings, I made what I call the Sorcerer's Protein Blend. Weird name, I know, but there's a story behind all that. I won't get into it here, but I'll tell you what this milkshake does. It has 900 calories and 60 grams of protein, and it doesn't use any of that mass gainer chemicals. It's made with natural stuff. Here are the ingredients, I'll go over them. 15 almonds, half a cup of steel cut oats, 3/4 cup Greek yogurt, 1 banana, 1 set of mixed berries, 2 scoops of Terrace Whey, and 1/4 scoop of creatine. Then for lunches, I usually made chicken and rice and put some Greek yogurt over it. My chicken is usually marinated with like Indian spices and stuff, so it tasted pretty good. And the days I didn't have homemade food, I had like hospital food, like turkey burgers and other high protein meals that were also full of calories. And all my lunches were around 1,000 calories. For dinners, I had salmon burgers, cut them up, put them in seeds of change brown rice. Put some Greek yogurt on top of that, had some frozen vegetables and beans, and then boom, that was my dinners. And then my dessert, I had 2 Oikos Greek yogurts, which are flavored with no sugar and have 15 grams of protein per cup. So the total amount averaging around 3,000 calories a day with around 170 grams of protein per day as well. And keep in mind, I started at 148, and even as I kept going up and up, even now, I'm eating 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. And as you can see, this wasn't the most unhealthiest bulk. The only real unhealthy stuff was sometimes at lunches when I had hospital food. But besides that, I usually ate pretty decently healthy. So you can get a bulk eating healthy and still eating efficient food. The foods I ate was pretty much like frozen salmons that I put in the air fryer and just cooked them up. I have like chicken that was pre-marinated, toss them on the grill, and you know, it's there. The rice, microwavable rice, I didn't make it fresh. So I kept stuff efficient while getting enough calories and making it taste good enough for me to eat. And this led me to pack on the gains and the strength. I personally see a big difference between myself in April and now, but to test this out, I wanted to go to a gym. So I took one of my friends and we went to a gym during this process. But before I tell you that story, I'm gonna rewind back like 6 months before April, like February, March of 2023. That's when I used to go to a normal school. You know, school is just here, you go to school, you come back, you study, that's it. So that's when I had a gym. I had a Crunch membership, so I went there 4 to 5 times a week and I worked out there. And whenever I'd have a friend or like a partner to work with, they'd help me spot for my bench press. And my max for bench press was around like 155 back then. It wasn't like impressive or anything, but you know, it was almost around what I was weighing back then. So fast forward to now, I go to the gym and I'm thinking, okay, let's max on bench press, see how much I can do. And I was thinking, I'm probably gonna get 155 or less because I haven't been to a gym in months and I probably don't have the muscle memory and all that stuff that takes to bench well. Well, I get to the gym, we start at 145, boom, done, easy, no problem. Okay, I'm like, all right, seemed a little easier than normal. Let's do 155. Do 155, no problem. It was like, mediocre, not bad at all. All right, I'm like, all right, let's push myself. Let's do 165. I was thinking this is probably gonna be my max. Do 165, a little bit of a struggle, like a little strain, but I was like, not bad at all. Like I can do more for sure. But that's when I was like, okay, we're in uncharted territories. Don't let your ego go afly because I don't want to get injured. So then I bumped it up to 170, and at 170, I felt a little struggle. I was like, okay, I'm pushing myself a little bit more. But I was like, I still got ways to go. 175, and then I do that. And that was pretty hard, you know, I was pushing myself. But it was like, my max is still not 175 because I could do probably 175 for a couple of reps. I was like, okay, let me go up to 180. And that was it. Like I was struggling to push that up, but I got it out without any help. I was like, okay, that's my max. That feels like my max. And right after finishing that, I was like, wow, I just went from 155 to 180 without actually going to the gym. That was insane because I thought even if I worked out at home and gained muscle at home, it wouldn't translate to like gym workouts. But it did, surprisingly, to my surprise. You guys might think this is normal, but to my surprise, it did. So all this packing on muscle has actually been working, and I actually do have the strength. So I can say I've gained good muscle, gained good strength, and gained good size since April. And I'm still ongoing on this journey. It's still not ended. I'll probably pack on a couple more pounds, you know, gain some more strength, but at the same time, I'll try to lean out the excess fat that I have as well. But I wanted to share this video with you guys because I know there are a lot of hard gainers out there like me, and you guys can all do it. As a hard gainer, you can push yourself and stick to the right routine for eating and working out, and you can get it done. All it takes is following a routine schedule, and you can literally copy the one I did if you have dumbbells at home, or you can make your own schedule routine, but you just gotta be strict with it. And as a skinny hard gainer myself, I can say very doable, but I'm not done yet. The journey is still ongoing, and I hope you guys also join me on this journey. If you like this video, if you found it informative, please subscribe, like, you know what to do. Comment below what you guys are trying to do. How much weight are you trying to gain? And how much weight are you trying to lose, if so? And if you have any questions, hit me up and we can talk. Thank you guys. See you guys in the next one. Bye.